Something else I want to talk about, you briefly mentioned it, that you're concerned about the redefining or the modification of history in the history books. Describe this a little bit more.
Like, you remember I mentioned the Beijing Tiananmen incident before? And then because that incident, they didn't mention in Chinese history book.
I see.
So they banned it. So actually, Hong Kong is the only place within China can mention this incident before. But why now? They can't. Because every year in June 4, people will go out to light a candle to memorize the people who was being killed. And then, but 2 years ago or 3 years ago, the Hong Kong government, they banned this gathering.
Wow.
So people are no longer can do this. Yeah. So I'm thinking, if people don't do this, and then people will start to forget what happened in our history.
Wow. So they're even preventing people from memorializing or respecting people who died in the protest or.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So like I'm also afraid like just the same like 2019 the history how the government they will describe it. They may say, it's a riot. It's not a democratic protest.
Wow. It's very concerning. Very concerning.
Very concerning. And then I met a girl in my hometown in China, and then she just a grade. I think it's just 8 years old, something like that. And then suddenly she said, we have to love our country, no matter what our country do to us. And I just, oh my God, you're just brainwashed by the Chinese government.
And this was in Hong Kong?
China.
In China. So it was an 8-year-old in China, and this was their perspective.
Yeah, and I'm just afraid because also they don't know what June 4th happened.
On June 4th?
June 4th. Like the Beijing Tiananmen incident.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
know June 4th. Okay.
Yeah. And so all the wording is banned in Chinese social media.
Wow. And give me the name of that incident. I think it's important to say it. And you've said it a couple of times, and I'm just not hearing exactly what's the name of the incident?
Beijing Tiananmen.
Tiananmen?
Yeah, that is a place in Beijing.
How do you spell that? You don't know?
I don't know.
It's fine. It's fine.
Sorry,
No, you're fine. It helps me sometimes to pronounce, to like see the spelling, but Tiananmen, the Chinese Tiananmen incident.
Yeah.
I see.
So I just worry that like Hong Kong, the history will be like being destroyed.
And is there any evidence that's go on?
Oh, sorry. Actually, like because Hong Kong, a lot of street name is from the UK name, like Victoria Park.
Yes.
And then,
interesting.
Yeah, and then recently, the Hong Kong government just want to remove it.
They
change all the name.
to Chinese names. Interesting.
But I think this really is a part of our history, so I don't think we should change it. Yeah.
And what do the people feel when like your friends, or when they say, hey, they're going to rename all the streets or the parks? How do people feel about that?
I think they also feel a bit angry because it is like our culture. It's part of our culture. It's really a really interesting things that we have those Western name for our street name.
For sure. That's I think that's very culturally significant.
Yes. And then, oh, sorry, I just
No.
taking you far away from the June 4.
No, keep going.
Yeah, and then oh, I need to go back to June 4. And what happened now in Hong Kong, like the government stopped people to memorizing it. So even
Memorializing.
memorizing it. Thank you. I learned a new word
No,
today.
you were saying memorize.
Oh yeah.
So like memorizing is like remembering. Like you read something like I want to memorize the like verb verbatim, right?
Oh, okay.
And then memorialize.
Memorialize.
Yes.
Can you be my English teacher?
I am happy to be your English teacher. Now, it's going to be bad English, so just be prepared for that.
I can teach you Cantonese to return.
If you do this, I think 10 years I'll still be learning like
Yeah, and then so now people, they still try to, but even they bring a flower to the street, they will stop by the police and bring them to a police car.
wow.
Yeah, on that day. And if you wear black t-shirt, they will also think, oh, you are doing such thing, and you need to go to the police car.
Wow. So by taking a flower or wearing certain clothing,
Yeah.
they'll arrest you.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're not saying arrest you, but they'll just suspect you. Yeah.
So they'll intimidate you. They'll put you in the police car, say,
Yeah.
"What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Question you. They'll let you leave, but it's intimidation.
Yes.
In Hong Kong, are you required to carry ID? Is that a requirement?
Yeah, it's a requirement.
If a police ask you, "I want to see your ID," you have to give, and if not, you're in trouble.
Yes.
Wow. This is one thing I like about North America is in general, unless you've done something wrong, so one, you're not required to have ID, but two, only in certain situations you have to identify yourself.
Oh, that's good.
It's like a right of privacy, right?
I see.
Yes.
Wow, good to know that.
Yes.
And then like actually I have my theater, a non-profit here in Calgary.
Yes, you started a nonprofit.
Yeah, and then why I started because of June 4.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember that time I just come to Calgary for 1 year, and then I heard the news saying that all people are no longer can like memorialize.
Memorialize.
Memorialize. I'm a best student. And then no longer memorize. I know you want to correct me.
No, I don't want to. As long as I know what to,
Okay.
as long as I know, I'm happy.
Okay, thank you. And then so they're not allowed to do that in Hong Kong anymore, and I feel really angry, and then I just afraid that people will start to forget this history, and just like later, maybe 2019, the protest, people will start to forget it. So I want to do a drama, and then it is about June 4th, that incident. And then so I try to call people to be the volunteer to support this production.
So what? One, have you done the production yet?
No.
Okay, so you're trying to create it.
Because when we are creating it, we are doing a rehearsal, and then I think, well, it's very hard to find a good actor in Calgary. Especially you have to speak in Cantonese.
Okay.
So it's very hard that time. So we have a lot of challenges during our rehearsal. So after 3 months, I just stopped it. And then I just thinking, I need to find a more suitable performers to do that.
this is you said a drama. So is it on like video
No,
or
it's a live drama.
okay, interesting. So like a play or a musical?
Yeah, it's a play.
A play, okay. And so you were starting it, and it didn't, like, you were having difficulty finding actors.
Yes.
Vancouver is a good place to find theatrical people.
So
Yeah.
yeah, in Vancouver, maybe much easier.
Yes, and I would imagine there's a higher population of Cantonese speakers in Vancouver.
Yes, and then but I didn't give up, so I have another chance coming to me. So that time there is a Hong Kong movie. It is about the 2019 protests in Hong Kong. So it was banned in Hong Kong. So people don't have a chance to watch it in Hong Kong. And then another organization just asked us, oh, do you want to screen this film in Calgary?
Okay, yes.
Yeah, and then I said, yes, why not? Like we need to let more people know what happened
I
during
see.
that time.
So you're trying as your organization to spread the news of what's happening in Hong Kong to people in your area.
Yeah, so it's a documentary.
I see.
So we try to screen it because even some Hong Konger, they're in Calgary because they didn't experience the protests by themselves that time. So some of them, they don't know the details about it. So this documentary is very meaningful for them to learn more. And then we also hope that others people like the English-speaking people or people from other ethics group, they can know more what happened in Hong Kong. So we start the screening, and then we have over 1,000 people watch this documentary in Calgary.
Was it on like a big screen outside, like, or was it screening like?
We bought a cinema to do that.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah. So later we start to screen others Hong Kong movies. Some of them are also banned in Hong Kong. So I start to think that it's very important for us to preserve our own history and our own culture in overseas, because in Hong Kong they're now being destroyed.
I see. So
Yeah.
so you're part of what you're trying to do is preserve the culture of Hong Kong here, so that it doesn't disappear forever.
Yes.
Wow.